Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a daily love message for you. And I'm going to be using this is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck for the journey. And then I'm going to pull some frequency cards. And I'm also for each of you, you and your special person, and some romance angel cards for you and your person. So let's get started. Let's see what the main messages are for the journey. So Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, and what are the messages for you and your special person? And I saw 33 on the clock, which is a master number for Jesus. So I feel like you have some ascended masters around you in your connection right now. So, and I get angel bumps on that. Definitely. 55 on the clock, change happening in the connections as well. What are the messages for this daily love read for, this is for Wednesday, February 19th, or whenever you see it. What are the messages for the viewer and their special person? I knew that was going to come out. That one came out earlier. What are the messages for the viewer and their special person? Okay. So overall energy we have is detachment. That's detaching, that's detaching from your connection, so that your person can take a step forward, and you can focus on your own spiritual journey within, and your goals. So it's detaching, and it's also detaching from the past. If you look, this is behind her. So it tells me that it's the past. The winter is in the past. And so I see it as, detaching from the past, rising above it. But I also see it as detaching from your connection so that your person can take that flight forward, that step forward to you. When you release control, when you detach, that allows them to step into their own power and step into their own leadership ability. And right now they're making decisions based on what do they want to do. They know they know you're their person. They know they want to come forward, but they may be processing on and planning and all that kind of stuff right now. But and they may be detaching from some of their own stuff right now, working on detaching from some of their own past right now, because this is mirrored energy 1-1. So definitely, so they are working on detaching from their own past. You've detached from your past, but you're working on detaching from the connection and focusing on yourself so that your person can take that flight forward to you. Really beautiful. So that's the overall energy. And then we have Master. And this is known as the Devil card in the traditional tarot deck. And this is the ego. This is, the mind telling you that your heart is chained and locked in, and that there's, no possibilities of escape. It's the mind playing tricks. It's the mind playing tricks on, the illusions, creating illusions. And it's, the heart working on seeing through the illusion, because you notice the heart, the chakra, is actually beaming out beyond what the mind is telling you is happening. Do you see that? And I feel like that is some divine intervention happening and healing happening with the power of your love. And this is a 6, and that's home, service, and family. And each of you are encouraged to focus on, yourselves, and focus on healing, and focusing on, service. And, through that, there's lessons to be learned for each of you. And, wow. So, I'm seeing the belt. They're showing me, guys. This is something I've never seen in this card before. But this is about the ego, and this is, to me, this card is about becoming the master over your mind, so that the mind no longer controls, and that you're working to balance, that there's a balance between the mind and the heart, and that the mind no longer controls the whole picture of things. And it's showing that the heart, the power of your love is so strong. It goes beyond any barriers, any obstacles. The power of this love goes beyond any of that, is what this card shows. But I'm seeing the belt. I'm seeing the belt. They're showing it to me as an appendix there. So, take it as you see it as well when I point that out. They're seeing it as an appendage, not appendix, appendage. They're showing me the belt as an appendage. So there, that also may be the mind. It's like controlling. It's like the bringing into balance the not letting the mind run gamut with the 7 deadly sins, and one of them is lust. And it's taking part over. It's bringing the mind back into balance, so that it no longer controls you, but you have it in balance, and it works in conjunction with your heart. As you follow your heart, the mind can guide you, and your ego can be a guide, can work in balance with your heart. So really interesting. I've never seen that in the card before. They're just showing me too how his hands are placed. Oh, wow. They're showing me, guys, that I'm a little slow tonight. Wow. They're showing me that as above, so below with the hands. Isn't that incredible? I've never seen that in this card before. They're showing me that the way he has his hands placed, that what is above is also below. So that means what is in the spiritual, your connection is a spiritual connection that is being brought into the 3D. So as above, so below. Wow. Wow. I've never seen that before. Then we have manifest. This is encouraging both of you to manifest the life you want to live. This is manifestation of each other into each other's worlds. This is, truly living, this is your hearts truly bound. If you split this down the middle, it's that mirrored image, and mirroring each other. So both of you wanting to manifest this connection, wanting to manifest coming back together, meeting in the middle, so to speak, and manifesting the life that you want to live, manifesting all that is included in that. So you're in essence working together to do this. And then we have refusing to see. So we have 1 and then we have 2. So that's kind of in a numerological order. Boy, I'm having a hard time speaking tonight, so maybe one of you or both of you is having a hard time getting your words out. So refusing to see, this is too, is, you know, associated with the universe. The universe has your back. It's showing it here. And it's showing the activation of the third eye. And, you know, when I see a helmet on like this, you know, oftentimes it's like almost placing like a bucket over your head, and underneath the bucket there's all these thoughts going boom 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 back and forth. You know, it's like being caught. It's like the helmet causes you to be caught, stuck in your mind, and refusing to see the things that are real, because the mind, one of those 7 deadly sins, is, you know, is taking you, it's keeping you stuck where you are instead of taking an action. And so it's very important to clear and cleanse the mind. Ask Archangel Michael to come in and do a clear and cleanse on the mind. Ask Archangel Haniel to come in and to bring in peace and focus and clarity. And you can say, I'm so grateful and happy for the abundance of clarity and focus. You know, but that's how I am interpreting this. It's getting out of your head and into your heart, because when we're in the head like this, it causes us not to see the bigger picture, not to see everything. And then we have control, and look at, she's wearing a helmet too. Look at this. And that control card, I believe, is associated with fear. You know, control is fear. And so it's, you know, from this card, the divine feminine here, because I feel like this card is the divine masculine, and I feel like this is the divine feminine with her wings on. She's wearing a smaller helmet, but she's still got a helmet on. Maybe feeling a little controlling about the connection. So it's important that you surrender. If you're, you know, the female in the connection, primarily, you know, the divine feminine connection, that you're asking yourself, am I truly surrendered to this, or am I still trying to control when it happens? Am I still trying to control their energy? Am I still trying to think I need to fix them? You know, if you're thinking about the when, where, and how, and, you know, trying to help them and contacting them, it's letting go of control. And that control is a fear of loss. And so it's getting out of the mind and putting your emphasis back into your heart through breath work, through going within and surrendering all of it. Because this is an 8, it's abundance. You know, by surrendering that, you're going to be focused more into the soul instead of the mind. Do you see that, how they're connected? So it's getting out of the mind and into the heart and soul connection. And she's even wearing the heart pendant to remind her. Isn't that incredible? And then we have the throat chakra, and she's wearing that heart pendant around the throat chakra. And you know, it's funny, I was wondering if this would come out, because I said I was having trouble getting some of my words out in the beginning of this read. So I feel like, yes, there's a throat chakra release, activation, rebalancing, cleansing that should happen today. And that's a 5. There's changes going on. So cleansing it definitely is going to help you and your person. And then we have help you, you know, balancing out your throat chakra, helping you to speak your truth and align with all the other upper chakras as well. And then we have 13, which is a lucky number. And this is release. Releasing all that no longer serves you of the past. And yes, we're in the year of the wood snake, and him peeling back that layer into just spirit. This is really about the two of you peeling back the layer of the physical, and really connecting solely with your higher selves, your spiritual selves. But it reminds me of the wood snake, because what does a snake do? They shed the layers of their skin, and and that's what it looks like here. You're shedding that outer layer of skin so that you can connect to your spiritual selves, your higher selves. All right, so I'm going to get a frequency card for a sacred geometry frequency card for you, viewer. What is the sacred frequency card for the viewer for this love read? Beautiful. And what is it for their person? We got one coming out here. And let's get a romance angel for the viewer from their person. What is the romance angel card? And what is the romance angel card from the viewer to their person? Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck is honeymoon. Wow, enjoy the blissful time of holiday together. Ooh. Okay, so for the viewer, we have cosmic flower. And it's a number 18, which equals 9. And we're in the year of the 9, the wood snake. The frequency of cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. And what is this? What's happening here? Yeah, it's going to the core of who you truly are, spirit, soul, and soul spirit. Wow, so that you can bring that out into the world. Beautiful. So that's validation, parrot advice. Let your friends, the message from your person, let your friends help you. And it says, ask for and accept support from others. And this could be friends around you. This could be soul family. This could be, being on channels like this one. It could be tapping into soul family that are connected to you right now. It could be tapping in and helping and asking the angels, your guides, for assistance. So take it as it resonates for you. For your person, we got the frequency of alchemy, 8, abundance. And it says the frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform miracles of transmutation. And that's, seen in this card. And it's also seen, where's the other card? In this card. Transmutation. And it reminds me of the snake, the wood snakes there. Mirrored energy, that wood snake coming up. So it reminds me of this. And here, that transmutation, that ability, the alchemy that happens from within, learning that. And today we go into Pisces season. And I heard somebody say that this season is going to be about tapping into the knowledge of our sacred ancestors, of the ascended masters, tapping into wisdom from places like Atlantis, so really powerful. Okay, and your message to your special person is getting to know each other. And this is as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Wow. And this can happen through that alchemy, but it happens in the spiritual, and then it also can come into the physical. And remember, I said, where is that picture of his hands? Oh my gosh. Where was the picture I saw? Oh, here it is. Remember I said, as above, so below. So the healing is taking place in the heart, And it's creating that as above, it's bringing it into the physical. And that's what this card is saying. As you get to know each other, your spiritual bond is going to deepen. It's going to deepen on a spiritual level and in the physical. So I hope this helps all of you. I am wishing you a wonderful Wednesday. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me at tch4tomorrow@gmail.com. I love you all very much. Thank you for hitting that like and subscribe button. Namaste.